On June 13, 2025, the Norfolk County Courthouse was surrounded by a massive, energized crowd. Hundreds gathered, many in pink, chanting "Free Karen Read." Supporters held bold signs, united by a belief in Read's innocence and a distrust of the system. The courthouse steps became a stage for protest, passion, and a movement demanding justice, inside and out. At the heart of this extraordinary public drama is a tragic and contested story. Karen Read, a former finance professor, stands accused of second-degree murder in the death of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. The incident dates back to a snowy night in January 2022. After a night of drinking, O'Keefe's body was found in the snow outside the home of a fellow officer in Canton, Massachusetts. The case immediately captured public attention, a grim narrative involving a police officer, his girlfriend, and a party at another cop's house. The central question that has fueled two trials and endless debate is simple, yet profoundly complex. What happened to John O'Keefe? The prosecution paints a picture of a volatile relationship that ended in violence. They argue that Read and O'Keefe had an argument, and in a moment of rage, she intentionally struck him with her SUV and then cruelly drove away. Prosecutors allege she left him to die in the freezing temperatures of a blizzard. Their case is built on physical evidence, including a cracked taillight on Read's vehicle, and forensic analysis they claim links her car to O'Keefe's injuries. They use phone data and witness testimony to construct a timeline that places Read at the scene, making a deliberate and fatal choice. Conversely, the defense presents a shocking counter-narrative. They contend that Karen Read is not a murderer, but the victim of an elaborate and sinister frame-up. Her lawyers argue that she is being used as a scapegoat to protect the real culprits. According to their theory, John O'Keefe was not killed by a car, but was beaten inside the house party and then dragged outside. They allege a widespread cover-up orchestrated by law enforcement officials who were present that night, claiming the investigation was intentionally botched from the very beginning to steer suspicion away from their friends and colleagues. This case has become a lightning rod for public discourse precisely because of these two starkly different realities. On one side, there is the official story presented by the state, a case of domestic violence turned deadly. On the other, a tale of deep-seated corruption, a conspiracy to frame an innocent woman to protect powerful insiders. The first trial ended in a hung jury, unable to reconcile these conflicting accounts. Now, as the retrial concludes, the community and the nation are once again forced to confront these dueling narratives, each with profound implications for the justice system. In a packed courtroom, the prosecution and defense delivered dramatic closing arguments, each painting a starkly different picture. Prosecutor Brennan called Karen Read's actions cold and calculated, focusing on physical evidence and a timeline of heated arguments. Defense attorney Jackson countered fiercely, accusing police of a cover-up and urging the jury to question every piece of evidence. The fate of Karen Read now rested with the jury, amid claims of conspiracy and calls for justice. The Karen Read trial has ignited a movement far beyond the courtroom, fueled by relentless media coverage and passionate supporters. For many, this is a battle against a corrupt system, with daily protests and chants demanding justice. The sea of pink shirts and handmade signs shows a movement that's organized, loud, and determined. While the jury is shielded, the world is watching, and the stakes have never felt higher. Fighting a murder charge is financially crushing, and Karen Read's battle has been no exception. She sold her home and drained her retirement savings to pay legal bills. But a wave of public support has risen, raising millions for her defense. Supporters organize events and sell merchandise, turning her fight into a movement. As the jury deliberates, the community's belief in her innocence stands strong. After two explosive trials, millions raised by supporters, and a courthouse surrounded by a sea of pink, Karen Read's fate now rests with the jury. But this story isn't just about the verdict. It's about you. Comment below. Do you believe it was a domestic tragedy or a police cover-up? Is Karen Read innocent?